So you've been thinking about starting a blog for a while now, and maybe it's been this quiet little idea at the back of your mind. Maybe you're an introvert and you need a quiet place that's yours, where you can share what you know. Maybe you even want to earn some income from it, and if the idea keeps coming back, it's a sign that you should start. You will never feel 100% ready, so don't wait for the perfect time. And even if you try to start blogging, you probably end up stuck somewhere in the beginning. What platform should you use? Is it even worth anymore? What if no one reads it? Let's make it easy. Blogging still works. It's not too late, and you don't need to be a tech expert or an influencer to make it happen. You don't need to show your face like I do here on YouTube if you don't want to when you have a blog. You can run a blog completely behind the scenes and still make money. In this video, I'm going to guide you step by step on how to start your blog this year and how to actually feel excited, not overwhelmed about it. We will cover everything from setting up your site, finding your niche, growing an audience, and making money from your blog. Now, in case you've never watched my videos before, I've been blogging for over 8 years now, so I know a thing or two about it. But I didn't have it all figured out when I started. Over time, it turned out that I built an audience, found my voice, and built a business around my blog that pays the bills and gives me complete flexibility. And that's what I want for you. You don't need to be a tech expert, as I said. You don't need a huge budget to start a blog either. You just need the right tools, some guidance, and a bit of patience. The rest will come. So let's get into it. Our first step is to choose a niche that you can stick with. First of all, don't overthink this part. You don't need to find the most profitable niche on day one. You just need to pick a topic that you actually want to write about and that solves some kind of problem for someone. Ask yourself, what could I talk about for hours? What do people already ask me for advice on? What problems have I solved in my life that others might relate to? If you're not 100% sure, don't stress. You can refine your niche over time. Just start somewhere. You can also start wider and then narrow down based on what you enjoy writing about and what you see that your audience likes. The next step is to get your tech set up. I know this sounds scary, but in reality, you will need just 3 things: a domain name, a website hosting, and a content management platform, specifically WordPress, to run your blog. First, let's talk about your domain name. This is the web address that people will type to visit your blog. Like in my case, it's anastasiablogger.com. Where do you buy a domain name? There are plenty of places, but personally, I purchase my domains on Namecheap. That's one of the biggest domain registers, and they actually have some of the best prices for domains. So when you search for a domain name, keep in mind that it should be short, it should be easy to spell and easy to remember. Try to avoid hyphens, numbers, or any strange words in your domain. If possible, choose a .com ending. It's the most popular and trusted domain zone. People kind of default to .com. This domain zone is also considered the best for Google SEO. So always look first for .com domains, and I know it's not always easy to find available domains that are pretty and short, but try it for a while. You can also go with other options like .co or .online, but whenever possible, .com is still the best. Now, please pay attention to this. When you buy the domain, make sure that you opt in for the service to protect your domain privacy. Namecheap actually includes this in the package for free, but some other registers might charge as an extra service. In any case, I strongly recommend that you have this protection on, because otherwise anyone on the web can see your home address and full name, so people can easily Google this information based on your domain. Also, check if the same name is available on Instagram, Facebook, or other social media. For brand consistency, you will want to use the same username or at least something very close to your domain name. And by the way, I have a free 7-day course with all the details of how to start a blog that will be delivered to your inbox with some written and also video lessons. You can sign up in the description below. I also have a paid course that will teach you specifically how to monetize your blog. I'll link that in the description below as well. But your next step is to set up website hosting. This is where a lot of beginners get stuck, especially when it comes to choosing the right hosting provider. People don't even know that they sabotage their blog from day one just by using the wrong hosting. Cheap shared hosting might seem fine at first, but it often makes your site painfully slow. Your site will be on shared hosting with hundreds of other sites. And when one of those sites gets a traffic spike, it affects your site speed too. This is not good for your audience, and this definitely is bad for SEO, search engine optimization. It's so important for Google that they even have a special free tool for testing site speed. And it doesn't matter how pretty your site looks. If it takes more than, say, 5 seconds to load, no one is sticking around. That's why I highly recommend Cloudways, my hosting partner and one of the best options for cloud hosting that also has at the same time affordable pricing. Cloud hosting means that your blog runs on dedicated resources not shared with hundreds of other websites, and this helps your site load much faster and stay stable, even if you get a lot of traffic. Here is how to set up everything in just a few steps. It's actually easier than you think. The first step is to create your Cloudways account. Go to the link in the description below and sign up. You will get 3 days completely for free, no credit card required, so you can test it out before you commit. The second step is to choose your server setup. Once you are inside the dashboard, you will choose your app, server, and project name. For the application, select WordPress. This is the platform we will use for your blog, and that's what I recommend. You can name your app something like My Blog and the same for your project. Now, for your cloud provider, I would go with DigitalOcean, which starts with a $14 per month plan. It gives you 1 GB RAM, 1 core processor, 25 GB storage, and 1 TB bandwidth. This is enough for bloggers who are just getting started. You will also need to pick a server location. Choose the one that is closest to your audience. If you're not sure which location, New York is usually a good default. Then just click Launch Now, and in a few minutes, your new server and WordPress blog will be live. Our next step is to access your website. So once your server is ready, go to Applications tab and click your blog's name. From there, you will see a link to your WordPress admin panel, and this is where you will manage your blog. Your username and password are right there in the dashboard, so you can log in easily. And next, you will choose and install a WordPress theme. So this is what will give your blog a design, define the colors, the structure of the website, and so on. In your WordPress admin area, go to Appearance, then Themes, Add New. I recommend starting with the Astra theme because it's fast. Again, this is important for your SEO. It is flexible and it works great with beginner templates. Click Install and then Activate. Then go to Appearance and Starter Templates, choose Block Editor and pick a design that you like. There are lots of categories like personal blog, travel, food, wellness, and so much more. Some are paid, but many are free. Pick one that fits your style and click Import to build your site in just a few clicks. And here's a bonus for you. You can get the paid version of this theme, Astra Pro, for free. If you subscribe to Cloudways, you will also get Astra Pro, which is worth $59 for the first year. Just go to Add-ons, then View All Add-ons, look for Astra Pro, and click Subscribe. So with Cloudways, you don't just get hosting, you get a fast, secure, and easy to manage blog that looks great and works on day one. I like that this hosting provider doesn't include hidden fees. You don't pay for what you don't use, like on some other providers, and you can scale the plan as your site grows. You will get support from real engineers 24/7 if you need help. Click on the first link in the description below and start using Cloudways for free. Only through this link, an exclusive coupon that gives you free credits worth $15 will be applied automatically. Cloudways has a 100% pay-as-you-go model. So if you don't use the hosting, you don't pay anything. To get the free credits, just upgrade from the free trial. Click on Account in the top right corner, then Payment and Address, and your billing information, and get a $15 credit for free. Alright, let's move on and talk about how to customize your blog and start creating your content. So now we will set up essential plugins. You don't want to overload your site with plugins. They can make it slow as well. But some plugins are essential. So here are a few must-have plugins to start. An SEO plugin, this could be either Yoast SEO or Rank Math. Both are great, but Rank Math offers a bit more functionality on the free plan. Updraft Plus, this backs up your blog weekly, and you definitely want to have this because a lot can happen along the way, like you might do a regular plugin update and your blog crashes. You want to make sure that you have a way to restore your blog to the previous version. Then, affiliate plugin called Pretty Links. This one creates a redirect from a short link that you created on your blog for a certain product to the actual affiliate link. The main reason I use Pretty Links is because I create one link for a certain product and I use it across the site and other platforms that I use as well, for example on YouTube. And if the affiliate program changes the link or the platform, and trust me, this happened hundreds of times over the years because I have so many different affiliate programs, I don't have to go back and edit every single instance of this affiliate link on the site, on YouTube, on Pinterest. I just go to my blog and I edit the URL to which my pretty link redirects. And it updates in every article, and more so, I also use the same links on YouTube in the video description, so the links in my older videos will be updated automatically as well. The next one is Image Optimization plugin. You can use either Short Pixel or another one, very abbreviated name, I'll show you on the screen. This helps your site load faster, even if you have lots of images like I do, for example, on my blog when I make roundup posts and I have to upload pretty large vertical images that will do well on Pinterest. I don't want these pages to load too slow, so I use this image optimization plugins. And here is a helpful general tip on plugins. Install them one at a time and check your site speed. Too many plugins can slow your site even if they are good essential plugins. If you find this video helpful so far, by the way, a quick like and a comment will encourage me to make more videos like this. I actually have a recent video with my top list of must-have WordPress plugins. I will link that video up there and also below this video so you can check it once we're done with this video today. The next step is to start writing. So there is a common myth that you should only publish your blog when you have at least 20 blog posts. A lot of people get demotivated on, say, post number 5 and just stop there. Trust me, you don't need 20 blog posts before launching. You can start with just 3 to 5 high-value, helpful posts that solve problems that your audience is facing. When you write your articles, remember one thing. You're not writing a novel. It will be read on a screen and in most cases, even on a mobile screen. So keep your articles skimmable. Use headers, bullet points, and images. Write like a real human and not like a textbook. Now, if you ask me, what about AI? Well, it is true that AI can help you brainstorm, outline, and optimize your content. But please don't use it to write your posts word for word. Because Google is getting smarter, and readers also can tell the difference when the text is written by AI 100%. And people want real stories, real opinions, and real personality. You can simply use AI as your assistant, but not as your ghostwriter. The next step is to start building an email list. You should make sure to add a sign-up form with a lead magnet, a freebie to grow your email list like a checklist, a guide, or a template from day one. I'll mention in a few moments how easy it is to set it up, But first, let me tell you why you need it. Because your email list is what will always be yours. I've seen bloggers who don't collect emails on their blogs for years. Their traffic grows, they make money with display ads, and they don't see the point in building an email list. Until something happens, like a big update on Google that wipes out half of their traffic overnight, you can only rely on your email list at this point. And if you didn't build it and you don't have traffic anymore, you don't even have anything to start building it with. You own your email list. No matter what algorithms do on search engines or social media, and you should start building it from day one, as I said. Even if you get 5 subscribers in your first month, that's 5 people that you can reach directly, which is much better than hoping that they see you on social media ever again. And to start collecting emails, the easiest way I've been using lately is Grow plugin by Mediavine. It is a free plugin, you install it, and then you can collect emails through forms that appear in your content while users scroll down the page. The plugin even has an automailer feature that will generate weekly newsletters with your latest posts on the site. This is a solution for those who struggle to find even, say, 10 minutes per week to create a newsletter for your subscribers. The next step is to use Pinterest and SEO in a smart way. Pinterest is my favorite platform for getting free traffic to my blog. In my first year blogging, most of my traffic came from Pinterest, around 90%. And it got me to 300,000 monthly page views. And Pinterest still drives a ton of traffic to blogs because it's not a social platform, it is a search engine. You just need to design vertical images, definitely check Canva pin templates for that. Even in the free Canva library, there are so many good options. You should always add text overlay on each pin because it helps with click-through to your site, and publish them on Pinterest. For SEO on Pinterest, make sure that you add relevant keywords in the pin title and description, and I actually recommend you to start on Pinterest manually creating your pins. This way you will get a better understanding of the platform and you will know what you're doing there before you move to any form of automation. And if you want to understand Pinterest SEO better, I will link for you my recent video on this topic up there and also in the description below. But in the long run, you will need automation because the volume of pins that you will need to post daily on an established blog that maybe has already hundreds of articles is somewhere between 10 to 20 pins per day, every single day. So it is a lot of pins and no one can do this manually. Don't worry about automation when you're just starting out, but when you have a lot of content on your blog and you're ready to scale your traffic faster, you will want to use something like, say, Blog to Pin. It is an AI Pinterest automation tool for generating and posting your pins automatically. I have a detailed video tutorial on this on my channel, so I'll link it for you up there. That's the tool that I've been using for about a year now. Then Google SEO has become more difficult in the past years, but it is still the biggest search engine and traffic source for most blogs. The good news is that if you start with Pinterest, you're also building up your website authority for Google because you will get a lot of social signals like saves, comments, and other engagement that comes from Pinterest. This will help you get some bonuses in terms of Google rankings. In addition to that, Pinterest images often rank in Google image search, and that will drive you even more traffic indirectly, meaning that people will find your images on Google, then click on them, and then visit your website through Pinterest. So definitely make sure that you use Pinterest to also improve your chances of winning in Google SEO game. Now, you could also use social media platforms other than Pinterest for traffic, but don't try to master every social platform at the same time. Pick one and get good at it before adding another. When I started, I wasted time trying to post on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Pinterest was the only one sending me real traffic. Once I focused just on that, my page views doubled in a few months. Now, the next step is to start actually monetizing the smart way. Let's talk money. Will you make $10,000 per month your first year of blogging? Most probably not. But can you turn this into a legit business in 1 or 2 years? Absolutely. Well, at least I did, and I don't consider myself smarter or more hardworking than anyone else. In fact, in the first year of blogging, I only had just about 1 hour per day to work on my blog because I was still working full-time and a little bit more time on the weekends. So let me give you a realistic timeline here. From month 1 to 6, you can focus on publishing weekly content. You can start growing your email list. You can even add affiliate links to your top blog posts. Don't wait until you have big traffic for this. You can earn with a small audience if your content is specific and helpful. Even with a small audience, you can offer coaching services, one-on-one services, if this makes sense for your niche. You can apply for Journey by Mediavine once you have at least 1,000 monthly sessions for display ads. Display ads are great when you have more traffic, but I remember checking my ad income the first month when I joined Mediavine. It was about $1,400 and it felt like magic. I was literally earning money while sleeping. I decided to quit my day job right that moment because this Mediavine check was actually higher than my day job salary at the time here where I live in Portugal. Now, months between 6 to 12, you can apply to a better ad network. Actual Mediavine, not the Journey one. Then the minimum requirement is starting from 50,000 monthly sessions. You can also check Reptiv when you get to 100,000 monthly sessions. And pay attention to your analytics. This information is golden. You should always check your best performing content and create more similar articles. This helps you build clusters of articles that are all related and you can link from one post to another. Users will spend more time reading your blog and it in turn will help your content rank better in Google. Now, from year 2 and beyond, you can launch digital products like ebooks, templates, and courses. And by the way, your first product doesn't have to be a huge course. You can start with something like a simple PDF, a guide, or a template. Or you could add a shop with even some physical products if that fits your niche. And remember, your blog is a business, not just a journal. The blog is your content hub. Everything else flows from there. Like my YouTube channel, for example, or an Instagram account. You will always want to send people back to your website from any social media because that's where most of your money will be made, on your website. And here is the truth. The internet is always changing. New platforms emerge. But blogs, they've been around for decades for a reason. So you're not too late. You just need to start. You don't need to be the best writer. You just need to be consistent, helpful, and you need to be you. If you want a full free step-by-step course on how to start a blog, it's linked below. Let me know in the comments what you're planning to blog about, and I'll try to reply to as many comments as possible. In the meantime, since you are starting a blog, check out my video up there about the best WordPress themes that will help your site load fast and get better rankings in search engines. I'll see you in that next video.